Hello, lovely people of Algebra 1. This is Miss Robinson here. This is going to be your instructional video. I'm going to go over everything you need to do for today. So as you're watching this video and answering the questions that I'm inserting, that's your attendance check-in. That's to prove that you came in and you were present in my class for this day. So pretty much every day, I'm thinking your attendance check-in is probably going to be watching the video that I post because you need to keep up with the videos and what I'm teaching for the day. So I need to make sure you are watching the videos every single day. The assignments won't be due the exact same day. I'll give you a couple of days to complete any assignments that are there. But I will post a video going over any assignment and just clarifying exactly what you need to do for the day. Okay, first things first. Your canvas should look exactly like this, except notice how this says sandbox up here. This is where I kind of play around. But other than that, it should look exactly the same. And this purple, this big purple bar at the bottom, yours won't have that. That's what a teacher has to go into so that I see the exact same thing you do. Okay, so notice any assignments are going to be over here, but there's more than assignments. So remember, our magic button every single day is modules. You want to click on modules every single day. Now, don't forget to do your attendance check-ins. If you click on modules, it takes you there too. I haven't published the one for tomorrow yet, but or for today, I am actually recording this the night before. But it'll be there when you are watching this video. You should have your attendance check-in for Tuesday. Notice this red. It says that I haven't done this assignment. That means it's overdue. Once you turn it in, it should put a check mark on the module for you. Okay, so remember, notice I put in dates. So you should not have any, you should not be confused at all about what you need to do for the day, okay? And you can start here. This is just Unit 1 overview. This is just telling you, hey, this is what we're going to do in Unit 1. All right, let's get started. And the good thing about modules is you can just hit next at the bottom. So this is where I'm going to put this same video. I'm going to put this on the attendance check-in, but the same video will be here for you to watch over and over again when you need help without the questions. You don't have to answer the questions the second time you watch it. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to set up our journals. We are going to keep a journal in Algebra 1. It's a really good resource. Anytime we're working problems, you have it to go back to. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Here we have step 1, 2, and 3. This is what we need to complete on this page. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click here. Now it should open this tab and it should say, hey, do you want to make a copy of this? Yes, you do. Click, make a copy. And you've got to give it a minute to think. Okay, boom. This is going to be your journal file. So I want you to rename it right now. I want you to click up here. And I want you to take away this copy of and put your name here. Whatever your name is. Algebra 1, and we can take off this template thing here. You can just call it your Algebra 1 journal. Boom. You have just renamed it. Click off. That's your official name. So what I want you to do now, open a new tab, and your little waffle. I want you to go to your Google Drive. Click on your Google Drive. That copy that you just made should be on your Google Drive somewhere. Usually look, I have all this stuff on here, but boom, look right here. You see this? Either move this somewhere, make a folder. Do you know how to make a new folder in your Google Drive? New folder. You can name your folder whatever you want. You can name it My Algebra. You just spell it right. My Algebra Journal. Create. I just created a new folder. Okay, boom. There's that folder. Now I could take my journal file that I just made. I'm going to drag it up. Okay, I'm going to put it. No, I have tons of files, guys. Like I use my Google Drive all the time. You may not have all these folders, but the good thing about folders is it puts them up top so you can get to them really quickly. They come before any just assignments that you have down here. So I suggest make a folder, name it, boom, put your journal in there, okay? So we need this file. Okay, so you can click here and it'll open another copy of it, but this is the same file that we just renamed over here. We just need one of them, okay? But there's your Google Drive. It'll be yours, that's mine, yours. And here's your journal. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is click here And guess what? You're going to type your name. So like mine would be Miss Robinson, but put your name in there. Okay, Algebra 1, here's your title. Here is your table of contents. Your table of contents is going to be uber, super important. I grade journals. If you read my expectations and procedures and protocols slideshow that I put in there, you would have seen the one on journals. I grade journals every 9 weeks. We grade them. It is a major test grade. And usually, if you're keeping up and following the videos and taking notes well, and all of your notes are going to go in your journal, like you will have a 100 for a major test grade every 9 weeks. So keep up with your journal. It's super important. Now, what we're going to do is we like to start off here and we'll put Unit 1, Lesson 1, and the topic and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and give you Unit 1, Lesson 1. The topic is simplifying expressions. That's what we're going to be doing, okay? That's our Unit 1. Now, when we go to put in our notes for this, we're going to link this, and I'll show you how to do that. But we're not there yet, okay? So that's all you need to do on your table of contents for today. But that's what I mean by this directions thing. Don't forget to link to your topic to a slide. So we could actually click on this and link it to a slide in our journal. And we'll do that probably not today, but we're going to do it probably tomorrow, okay? So now let's go back to Canvas. We still need to leave. You can close out your Google Drive if you want. This is automatically saving it in your Drive for you. Let's go back to Canvas. Okay, so we clicked here. We made our copy. We opened our Drive. We know where our journal is. Keep track of it, because remember, we have to come back to it all year long. We're going to keep adding slides to it all year long, and we've renamed it. Boom. Those 3 things are done. Hit next. Okay, so now we're going to add a journal slide. This is how we're going to add all of our slides. I want you to go to your Google Drive and find your journal file. Well, luckily, we already have it open right here, so we're good. Open your journal file. Boom, we already did it, right? It's up there, still open. Then we're going to go here, and we're going to copy the slide from this file and paste it into your journal. Okay. Let's see. Let's click on it. All right, here we go. Here is our Unit 1 objectives. And I have some directions out to the side too. So what you're going to do, there's only one slide in this, but you need to copy this. When you guys click on this, it's going to be view only. Like you're not going to be able to type in here. You're not going to be able to edit anything. It's only going to let you look at it and view it. But because I own this, it's also letting me edit it. But you won't be able to do that. It should say view only probably up here. So what you need to do to copy a slide, click on it on the side. Do you see how it's yellow? It has this yellow highlight on it. That means the whole shebang, the whole slide is selected. That's what we want. Now, we need to copy it. There's 2 ways you can do that. When it's selected over here, you can hit Control+C. That would copy it. Or you can right-click and copy. Now, if you're on a Chromebook, right-click is a 2-finger click. Click with 2 fingers, okay? So right-click, copy it. Once you've done that, you're done with this. You don't need this anymore, okay? You can close it out if you want to. Go back to your journal file. Now, you see how this is highlighted here? We don't want that. We don't want to replace this slide. I need to click underneath it. Do you see how it has a yellow bar there? That's what I want, because it's saying, hey, whatever you're about to do, put it underneath that bar. So again, you can right-click. Remember, that's 2-finger click on a Chromebook. And you could right-click and now tell it to paste. Boom. Now, hit do not link. Do not link it, okay? Always hit do not link. Look, there's that slide and your directions. Oh my God, isn't it awesome? Now, the other way you could do it is if you click bar underneath, you could Control-V. That would also paste that slide in there. Okay, so here we are. Unit 1 objectives. We don't need to put this in our table of contents. If you want to write it in, you can. But like I say, the first thing I want is Unit 1, Lesson 1, simplifying expressions. Okay, here we go. Unit 1 objectives. So let's go back to Canvas and see what it wants me to do next. Okay, good. Awesome. Oh man, I unlocked this. I'm gonna have to unlock that so I can show you what to do. So this is what we want to work on right now. This is what I want you to do today. I want you to finish this. We're gonna do this at the beginning of every unit. This I mastered column, we'll come back to that after you've taken the test. For today, I want to do the I will learn to. Okay, so I will learn to. We're going to break down what exactly are we going to learn in Unit 1. This is not the most exciting activity, I'm going to be honest with you. But the first thing I want you to do is I want you to highlight verbs in one color. Now, I picked pink over here. You can pick whatever color you want. So I want you to go through and read in this I will learn to column. Ooh, you hear my puppy dog barking? He says hello. I want you to read out what are the verbs. Now remember, verbs are actions. What are the actions we're going to do in Unit 1? Well, first of all, I see add. We're going to add. Awesome. I need to highlight that. That's a verb. That's an action. Adding is something we do. So I'm going to come up here to the highlighter and I'm going to choose any color I want. I'm going to make all my verbs blue. Okay. And I know I'm also going to subtract. That's a verb too. All right, blue. Nice. Now, the next thing I need to do, and I'm add and subtract polynomials. I'm gonna give you a hint here, a big tip. Your verbs are usually the first words, the first or second word in our objectives and our learning targets for our unit. So I see add and subtract. Those two things I know I have to do. That's an action. The next thing you need to ask yourself is, hey, what am I adding and subtracting exactly? Well, that's my noun, the thing I'm going to do the action on or with, okay? So that didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. Highlight nouns in a second color. Well, I'm going to add and subtract polynomials. Okay, so pick another color, whatever color you want. Pick whatever color you want. There's my second color. Now I need a third color, and we call those the descriptions. That's just all the rest of the stuff. Well, what do I know about my polynomials? Well, I know they're going to be degree 1. So I'm going to pick another color. I want pink. I'm going to make my descriptions pink. Boom. We have done that objective. So I'm going to do one more with you, and then I want you to finish the other ones out. So I look here at this one. That's 10D. Here's another learning goal for this unit. I'm looking for my verb. Remember my action. Well, rewriting. That's definitely an action. Look back up here. Remember, we did our verbs in blue, so we need to keep doing our verbs in blue. So once you pick your colors, stick with them. What am I going to rewrite? Oh, well, I'm going to rewrite polynomial. Oops, my mouse did not highlight that. Polynomial expressions. Okay, remember, this is my noun. That's what I'm rewriting. And I picked yellow, so I need to keep picking yellow. So this is describing those polynomial expressions. So this is what I did pink. So I need to keep pink. Okay, so I know they're going to be degree 1. That's a pink. I know they're going to be in equivalent forms. Okay, awesome. And I'm going to do that using, the distributive property. Okay. Pink some more. That's a description. That's telling me how I'm going to do it. Okay, so it's kind of straightforward. Do you see a pattern here? First, second words are usually your verbs. The next word, it's kind of like our noun, and then the rest of the stuff, it's all descriptions. You don't have to highlight the ubs, the ends, the these, the ands, the ons. Those words are, that's not the important words. We're looking for the big words, the verbs, the nouns, the descriptions. So try your hand at this. Hopefully, it shouldn't take you too long, like maybe 2 more minutes to go through this. We'll do this in class in about 5 minutes, okay? So I want you to finish these 3 out. All right, next thing I want you to do is I want to do this vocabulary assignment. So I'm going to pause my video for just a second, and then I'll be... Okay, I'm back. I fixed it. So this is what we were just doing, our objectives. Remember, we were doing that. So now, after you finish that, finish out those next 3, hit the next button, and I want you to work on the vocabulary assignment. I like to get vocabulary because vocabulary is important in algebra. So for this unit 1, we have 5 vocabulary words, new vocabulary words. And we'll usually do a vocabulary assignment at the beginning of every unit. So this is what you should have on your screen when you go to the next, and here's your vocabulary assignment. It says, and it's going to be due Wednesday by midnight. Open the assignment, follow the instructions on slide 1. You can use Google you can Google the definitions, or click here, and this is what I suggest, because this is a mathematics dictionary, and it is awesome. It's on the website Math is Fun. So you can use that, or if you just want to plain old Google them. Okay, so remember, you click Open Assignment. You have several tabs open here. And then this should have your name there. Click that. And here's your Unit 1 vocabulary. Remember, this is making your own copy. So you're going to match up a pink piece with its orange definition and a yellow example. So look here. Here's a complete example. So if your vocabulary word is a polynomial, well, here's the actual definition, an algebraic expression with 2 or more terms, and the yellow one is an actual example of a polynomial. Okay, so then you go over to the next slide, and here are the 5 vocabulary words that I want you to do. Now, these pieces are all movable, okay? So you're going to match them up. So remember, you're going to have an orange one, and you can kind of line them up. And you may have to move them off the page. That's completely fine. Move them out of your way. And then you're going to want to find the one that is an example. My mouse is not clicking very well, guys. An example of an expression, okay? So one of these is going to be the example, and one of the orange ones is going to be the definition. You cannot move the pink ones. They don't move. So for example, solution. Let's say we're trying to figure out, well, what's the definition of solution? So like I say, I highly suggest you use this website here. So all you need to do is click on the S. And it should have solution. Oh, look, right there. The word solution. And see if you can read this. And then go back to your vocabulary and figure out which one is the definition of a solution. Okay, like I say, you may have to move them around like that. And if this is super duper tiny on your Chromebook, click your zoom and zoom in here. Make it bigger, 200, 100%, whatever you need to do. All right, so when you finished matching all of those up, come back over here and don't forget to hit submit. You have to submit it to get a grade. Do not just share it with me, okay? Do not share it with me, guys. I don't always get those notifications, and I won't see it, okay? You won't get a grade if you share it with me. Come back over here and hit submit. That's how you turn it in, okay? You don't need to add any files. You don't need to do anything. It's going to save this attachment, this file, and all the work that you do. Just hit submit, all right? So if you have any questions, send me an email, and I will try to answer them. My conference time is from 9:30 in the morning to about 10:30, around that time. So I try to answer emails around that time. All right, I hope you have a really great day. Bye, guys.